What's going on? I am live. I think this is the first time that I've gone live on this channel, and I just had a quick. I wanted to do a quick VR for Hobby Hound, who has recently put out a VR. I think there's only 2 days left to enter this, so he had asked if we could show off 5 of our favorite PC items. He also had mentioned that if you wanted to maybe do 10, he would like to see that. So I have brought 10. I brought 5 items in the comic book realm, and I bought 5 other items that are more so in the sports cards realm. So, once again, I didn't, let anyone know that this was happening. I just kind of made it happen. And I'm going to quick show off some cards. This is probably going to be pretty short. Who knows if anyone will even show up? But let's start with comics. The first book is this is a book that I bought for my daughter. I've been kind of looking for it. It was one of my personal items that I wanted to get this year. And yeah, it's her favorite character. And this is Edge of the Spider-Verse #2. This is the first appearance of Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider or Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman. So this was an awesome copy. My shop had it at the price that I was kind of willing to pay for it. I ended up getting a gift card from work. So, hey, I thought that was a cool little thing to add in there. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of those. I've been wanting to get it. It came into my shop. I just had to grab it. The next item that I have up is this is Saga #1. This is one of my favorite books. As you know, I mentioned my daughter from the last one. I like this book so much. I named my daughter after a character from this book. Her name is Hazel, the main character of Sagas, also named Hazel. So I just wanted to show this book off. It is, one of those books that big shout out to Comic Poser. He hooked me up with that. I traded him some cash and an older copy of it, and he hooked me up with that. So speaking of him, he also hooked me up with this mind management. This has got a signature right here, or sorry, signature up here, from Matt Kent, who's one of my favorite authors. If you see right here, there's even a little remark. This is issue #1. It's a 9.2. It's not perfect, but it's mine, and it's a really cool showcase piece. One of the cool stories about this is that the when my daughter was born, I took 2 weeks off of vacation from work, and that is one of the stories that I indulged in. It is one of my favorite books. It is kind of this espionage, super powery, like Secret Service style book, and I had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I just figured that was pretty cool. The next book I want to show off is the metal copy of this is Steak Presents Jessamate #1. This is the comic burrito variant. I love this because it's got my face on it. It's got Nick and Todd also, and we got little Donk. This is a comic burrito exclusive, and that is one that is very awesome to my PC because hey, it's got my face on it. Hey, Surfer, what's going on? I'm just doing a random live here to get a quick VR for Hobby Hound off. I'm showing off, I just showed off most of my favorite comics, but my final comic PC piece is this. It is a Mr. Miracle and Big Barda. I got this from Sean Daly, who's one of my favorite artists. I had him commission this during COVID. And yeah, this is easily one of my favorite comic book pieces. It is some original art. And yeah, I had actually asked Sean to I said I wanted Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, and he asked what I wanted them to do. And I just said, you do it. And that's what I always recommend is if you get some original art from an artist, I always recommend asking them to do whatever they want. I don't want to set that there because that's kind of scary. So we'll put it here. And hey, Namen, welcome. Cheers. I got a beer. I know you like to drink some beers on live streams. I'm just kind of doing a quick VR. Since you guys both came in here, I'll quick show you a recap of what I had for comics. So I just showed off that piece. I've got my Mind Management #1. This is one of my favorite stories. And Matt Kent signed it and put a little remark right there. I've got another one of my favorite comic pieces is Saga #1. Edge of Spider-Verse #2, and the metal comic burrito variant for Jessame Steak Presents. I said that backwards, but you know how it goes. So next up, we're going to go to because he said 10. Let's talk about cards. So I am a huge Michigan State basketball fan. So the first card I'm going to show off is this. Uh, I actually got this card today, and it is a rookie card of Jaren Jackson Jr. Apparently, I'm not very good at showing these off on the screen. It's a little blurry, but this is 9.8. It's a 9.0 PSA. Jaren Jackson rookie. He plays for Memphis now, but was a Michigan State Spartan. The next up, I have this awesome Hawkeye card. My buddy Fox Crown hooked this up to me, and I do like Hawkeye, so that's kind of a mix between my cards and my comics. I also have this The Fiend Bray Wyatt. This is the raw version. Hey, welcome, Lass. I'm doing my first live on this channel. It is just very impromptu, but I wanted to join a VR, so I'm showing off some of my favorite cards. The next card I have up, and this is a funny story. So, my mother-in-law actually went to church with this guy, and she always talks about it. So, this is another one of my favorites. It is Xavier Tillman, rookie. And as you can see, he's even got the Sparty logo on him as he's doing that. And as you all know too, I am a big Tigers fan, so I had to get this Miggy's Project 70 card. If you haven't seen these Project 70 cards, you should look them up. They're pretty cool. They're kind of like artist prints on cards. They are a little bit expensive, but they do come in these cool cases. And yeah, I really, really, really like these. So I had to get the Miggy when I saw that there was a Miggy card. So I grabbed that. So once again, for the cards, I'll just show off a quick pick. We got the Jaren Jackson Jr. We've got the Hawkeye, the Fiend. We got Xavier Tillman, and the final one is the Miggy. So one of the other things that Hobby Hound wanted us to do was to shout out 3 channels that are under 500 subscribers. So I thought that I would try, and seeing as I kind of showed off a little bit of mix of both comics and cards, I wanted to showcase 3 channels that also do the same. So first one, we've got him. He's already in the chat, and it is A Surfer. He is currently at 180 subs. And yeah, once this is done, I'm going to put all the links below. So everyone that's in the live, sorry, I might not be great at that. Actually, I guess I can just post these into live here. So yeah, first channel is going to be A Surfer. He is currently at 180 subs. And so that is the first channel. And thank you for being a part of this. So I got to shout you out while you're here. The next channel that I have is going to be Tylox the Mighty. Him and I are kind of in a battle that is not really even something that I am really wanting to be a part of. But if you don't know about the CBC Awards, there's currently a category that involves hair and mustaches and facial hairs and hands. And he's got a pretty nice mullet. I have a mustache, and people have been pitting us as kind of the people that have been talked about in there. If you like my mustache, you can go there and vote for that, but you don't have to. But he has a nice mullet. He also likes to do a lot of music related stuff, but I met him kind of through some of the more comic book related stuff. But I know lately he has been delving into cards a little bit too. And the final channel that I'm going to shout out is he is my jank brother in crime and his Zach's collections. He does everything from cards. He has joined a few of the bearded and comic or Cole's comic cover challenges. Excuse me. And yeah, he's just an all-around great guy. Him and I talk about cards. He's hooked me up with some awesome cards in the past, and we've done some jank battles. And he's just a great other person in the community. So yeah, I recommend checking those out. For everyone who's catching this on the rewind, I'll have all the information down below. Sorry for the people that came here live. I just kind of made this as quick as possible and did not really do a great job. But hey, I dropped the links in there. So thank you, Last. Thank you, A Surfer, and thank you, A Comic Book Worm, for stopping by as I did this. Also, J Hobbies. I am just kind of wrapping up, but there will be a rewind. I just wanted to get a quick impromptu live stream going to see how it went, and also to enter Hobby Hounds VR. I will have all the links below to all the channels. And hey, thanks everyone for stopping by. As always, I've been Cole, and peace.